I only recently learned of the station here. It's very old and very well concealed, even from Vorta and Jem'Hadar. From what I can tell, the Founders studied alien life here, including the Herc. We may be able to recover useful tactical data on them from the station's computers. No, and that concerns me. This is supposed to be an abandoned facility. Take us... So far, so good. They're not targeting us.
Entering the Dominion systems without authorization has become a bad habit of yours, one I have grown weary of. You've shown a singular talent for annihilating the Herc. I suggest you return to that before my patience with your insolence expires.
There's no need for this posturing, Founder. We're here on official business under my authority.
Odo, it seems to be a day for defiance and bad habits. You do not have the authority to grant access to this system. It is restricted to all but those of the highest level, a level you do not possess. Now then, I suggest you leave immediately. Fire to disable. Odo must not be harmed.
How to make my days.
Hull integrity below 25%.
You certainly know how to make my days more interesting. An ancient Dominion research facility. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. The fact that the Founder was willing to fire on one of her own speaks volumes on this station's worth. I look forward.
Since when does the Founder stand guard duty, Odo?
She doesn't. Let's find out what
We don't have a lot of time. We may have held off the Founder for now, but she'll be back, and she'll bring friends. Let's get down there and find what we...
I couldn't agree more, Captain. Why don't you and the Ambassador join the away team while I remain on guard with my fleet? On any other day, I'd be the first to beam down. However, after the Karema incident, I believe both the Captain and the Ambassador need to discover the truth of this station together. Call it a trust-building exercise.
Captain Kira makes a good point. Let's get this over with before it gets even more...
Looks like the station's running on auxiliary power. We've got...
Stay vigilant. We have no idea what to expect here.
Well done. Main power is back online. We'll be able to access other systems, including the data core. Let's find an access console and see what's in there. Hopefully the data files aren't corrupted beyond repair. terminal is in poor shape. None of the files are accessible. Considering their age, I'm not terribly surprised.
Research Report 4121.63, Dominion Reckoning. My fellow founders, the Mesan Research Station is fully operational. As we continue, our Premier project is underway. You'll recall the recently discovered race of tree dwellers, hunted as we once were. Genetic engineering of these solids has produced...
She's talking about the Vorta. The date she gave was nearly 2,000 years ago, not long after the...
Research Report 4653.15, Dominion Reckoning. Our scouts have discovered an interesting species of solids. Initial studies have revealed that these solids are based on germanium. I've attached bioscan data we collect...
Burrowing sentient insectoids. Germanium-based. She...
Research Report, Dominion Date 7021.27. More data has arrived on the cod race. While dormant, a smaller servitor race tends to the burrows. They also maintain their shared habitat and technology. My team initiated first contact protocols with the borrowers prior to their mass dormancy. They found them to be friendly and intelligent.
Unbelievable. It sounds like the Founders made first contact with the Herc in order to find a way to
Research Report 7903.01, Dominion Reckoning. Cadre Species 468, designation Jem'Hadar, is a massive success. They will be the strong arm of our Dominion, guided by our...
The birth of the Jem'Hadar, as seen through a Founder's eyes. Interesting. No mention of the Herc, however. Their designation number was lower than ours. They were our predecessors. Perhaps something went...
Research Report Dominion Date 8183.67. The burrowers have emerged once again, and in a hostile state. Though we do not understand their newfound savagery, we have found a use for it. When the burrowers set their sights on a world, we offer the inhabitants...
So, the Founders have been using the Herc to manipulate others for some time now. Bend the knee to the Dominion, or we'll stand back and let them wrap...
Research Report 8532.38. Our scouts have returned from a wormhole expedition. The solid races on the other side are primitive and unremarkable. While the Klingons are too willful to subjugate, their genetic material can produce viable cohorts to the Jem'Hadar, or their replacements. We have begun development of a new cadre species, designation Thakiri, using demons from Klingon folklore for inspiration. As with Jem'Hadar, we have bound them to our service with the White. We will test them in combat on the Klingons themselves. Research Report 9076.23. Final entry. I am weary. Soon I'll return to the Great Link, and I will be glad to be rid of this place. The borrowers have emerged again. We can barely control them this time. The Jem'Hadar were able to divert their onslaught at great cost. Rather than counterattack, they went through the wormhole to seek easier prey. Our agents in the other quadrants report that the burrow result was a sweeping one, going as far as Kronos. Hopefully they'll devour every atom of that wretched planet. The burrowers will eventually return to dormancy.
Yes, they knew the Herc problem was getting worse even then. Instead of preparing or seeking allies, they expanded the Dominion.
I'm picking up something on my tricorder. There was a massive power spike on a lower deck, and now I'm reading a large number.
Agreed. Take your team and...
We must be close to the core. Hope we don't have to leave in a hurry. There's no way our ships can lock onto us down here with transporters. Tell me about it. Let's stay focused on the mission. Now that we're close, I'm still uncertain about Odo. The Odo I knew wouldn't have risked Bajor like that. This Odo? Well, that answers one question. These are medical stasis pods. Judging by what we heard upstairs, it gets worse. I'm picking up life signs ahead. I'll bet some of the stasis pods down... Worf and Martok need to see this. We've got company, and they don't look friendly. We're lucky there were only a few of them. I don't want to be around if all of these Fakiri wake up. Let's see if we can find some way to keep the rest of these... I'm picking up traces of Ketracel White in these tanks. The Dominion probably manufactured it. More incoming. We need an exit plan. Fast.
Odo to Kira. We're on our way to assist you.
Making damage detected. Enemy combatants take close proximity.
Nerys, are you...
I'll manage. Let's get out of here while we can.
Victory is life.
I say is Raptogino, but I don't say it every 5 seconds.
I think we've worn out our welcome. Garrick informs me that a number of unidentified vessels are emerging from hidden bays throughout the station. To make matters worse, the Herc have arrived. Looks like the Herc followed us down here. Keep moving. We're almost there.
Odo, look out!
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
you insane?
I'm relieved to see you well. It's fortunate we arrived when we did. A moment later...
Odo wasn't in any danger, Wei-Yun. That hurt was peaceful. It was trying to communicate with us.
That's your opinion. Mine is that a founder was in danger of being attacked by a member of an aggressive species. Our duty was clear, as is mine.
Once we return to the upper levels, we will be able to beam up and leave.
Glad you could join us. As you can see, the situation here has become rather combustible. The Herc I recognize, of course, but our other opponents remain a mystery. Fakiri? The monsters from stories that keep naughty Klingon children in line? I'm intrigued. I remember Mr. Worf mentioning the Fakiri once. Beginning to see why.
reading a massive Herc fleet dropping out of orbit.
Just as the Fakiri are warping.
Looks like the Fakiri are pursuing the better part of Valor. Can't say I blame them. There's a lot of Herc out there.
The Herc seem to be distracted. There's something about the station.
Are you suggesting we attack? While it's true, we have the advantage, for now. I don't think...
Very well, we'll deal with the Herc later. For now, let's get back so we can analyze the research data.
Wasting time. We should leave.
Very well.
You are wasting time.
The Founders never disappoint, do they? Learning their role in the creation of Klingon mythology was alarming, to say the least. I can't help but wonder what other secrets we'll learn once those ancient data files are restored. I'm afraid I have bad news to share. I reviewed your encounter with that peaceful Herc, and my universal translator analysis is clear. It was trying to communicate. It was asking for help. One thing is certain. The Founders won't forget our act of defiance. We should all be on guard from now on. Our uneasy peace with the Dominion could unravel all too soon.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Captain Neff Parr has turned herself in to authorities at Deep Space Nine. She's the
My apologies for the quality of the transmission. I'm contacting you on an encrypted frequency. I'm working on an important covert mission, and I could use your assistance. I can't go into the details over comms, but you should know, if we pull this off, it could change the course of the Hurt conflict in our favor. Meet with me on...
Good luck.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine. The Chief told me to expect you. The Zenkethi officer is in the far room at the back. A Starfleet captain is speaking to her.
Hello. Captain Parr and I worked together during the recent incident at the Dranur colony.
I trust you have many questions. I will answer them as best. The Chief of Security thought it was a prudent measure. Technically, I am under protective custody until the Alliance decides what to do with me. I cannot fault. Thank you. Far too many lives have been lost in this crusade. No longer. I renounce the title of captain after committing mutiny. Part of the pride. Are you ready to hear my story? It began on my first mission as captain. I remember it clearly. Captain's log, mission cycle 132. We have arrived at System 91, local designation Eok. Admiral Zen Tarak prepares to conduct Dransuli cleansing operations. Our tactical reports indicate minimal threat from the locals. This should be another egg run.
Captain Parr, we are receiving an incoming transmission from Admiral Zen Tarak.
Let's not keep the Admiral waiting, Ensign. Put him on screen.
The planet Eok. Scans show it to be filthy with the eggs of the hatred Dransuli. Their defenses are generally inferior, but their fleet could be dangerous in large numbers. While our ground squad... I know this is your first mission as Captain Neb.
Of course, Admiral. We're prepared to enforce containment protocol as ordered, sir.
See to it that you do, Captain. Zen Tarak out. Eoki fleet on intercept course. Eliminate them.
The freighter Starstruck. We're not warriors. Spare us, please.
They hacked our comm.
Please stop. We're sending again. There's trouble here. Listen, we have laudanum. It's all yours if you let us go. Blow up a watch me. Be reasonable. We're a hospital ship. We're not a threat. Scan us. We have no weapons. Just sick and injured people.
as you...
Command is apt to walk at times, Captain, yet you performed your duties well. It will reflect in my next report.
Thank you, sir. I will not forget today's events for a long...